Welcome to Fandemically Reviewed, part of the Fandemic. This is a podcast about the things you love and the voices that do and don't. Each episode, I'm going to review a movie, TV show, or something. I'll give my review, then read the best and the worst reviews I can find, all so you can make up your own damn mind in about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm the self-proclaimed Emperor of Awesome, Bradley Butin, and this is Fandemically Reviewed. I'm going to start the show today with going over some basic information about our topic. Our topic today is Godzilla X Kong. And let's go ahead and go over some of the dirty deeds. So this came out on March 29th, 2024, and it was directed by Adam Weingart. He did a few segments of VHS, The Guest, You're Next, Death Note, Outcast, and Godzilla vs. Kong. The writers are Terry Rizzo. I'm sorry if I mispronunciate your names. Terry Rossio. I know talk good. We already established this. He is known for writing Aladdin from 1992, the animated version, Shrek, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, and Deja Vu. Simon Barrett is another credited writer here, and he's from Your Next, The Guest, and segments of VHS. You can definitely see where the threads are going with him and Adam Wingard. Jeremy Slater is also credited on here, and he's credited for The Exorcist, the series, not the movie, Moon Knight, the really god-awful Fantastic Four movie. But to redeem, he's also the creator credited as for the Umbrella Academy. And some of the main stars, a few of the main stars in the movie is Rebecca Hall. She plays Eileen Andrews, and if you see the movie, you would recognize her from The Town, The Prestige, which is one of my all-time favorite movies, Godzilla vs. Kong, Holmes and Watson, Professor Marston, and The Wonder Women. And the entire movie, my brain was like, where do I know her from? Where do I know her from? Well, that's where. Brian Tyree Henry, he played Bernie Hayes, and you would recognize him from his voice, at least, from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Bullet Train, his whole body in Bullet Train, Windows, and If Beale Street Could Talk. Also, Atlanta, Eternals, and Godzilla vs. Kong. And, in my opinion, probably one of the best parts of the movie. Just my opinion. Okay. Dan Stevens, he plays Trapper, and you'd recognize him from Downton Abbey, The Guest, Beauty and the Beast, just to name a few. And then finally, the young, talented Kaylee Hoddle, who plays Jaya. And she's fantastic. She's still up and coming, really young, deaf actress, and amazing. She's known really she didn't have a ton credited to her yet, but she does have Godzilla vs. Kong and Magnum P.I. So, some of the ratings on the movie, IMDb, it rated this at a 6.7 out of 10. So definitely in that better than average, I would say. Or just about 3/4 of the way there. I liked it. 6.7 out of 10. Rotten Tomato, you got a 55% from the tomato meter and a 93% of audience score. And then finally, just a quick reminder, it is okay not to like something and have your own opinion. It's not okay to make others shove your opinion down everybody else's throat. All right, fair enough. Let's talk about what IMDb says the synopsis of this movie is. Two ancient titans, Godzilla and Kong, clash in an epic battle as humans unravel their intertwined origins and connection to Skull Island's mysteries. Man, I love that. I love it so much. Okay, let's go over my review system here. My review system here, my rating is going to be on a 1 out of 5, 1 to 5. My lowest score is going to be 1, and that is a you shall not pass. Hey, I'm missing something. Maybe I just didn't like it. That's fine. 2 out of 5 is going to be an are you not entertained? This is maybe it was okay, just okay, right? A 3 out of 5 right there in the middle is going to be an I'll be back. Here's maybe I missed something. No matter what the problem is, I'm going to watch it again. 4 out of 5 is a definitely, and may the force be with you. Enter into my fandom. I want to know more. I want to know everything about this. I like it. And top score, 5 out of 5, is going to be a no. I am your father. That is something that is life-changing. So, will Godzilla Kong get there? I don't know. We're going to find out. Here's my little disclaimer. I base the reviews I choose solely on the title alone and have not read through them. Please forgive me if I mispronunciate words I normally know talk good. I will do my best to read them as I see it. Punctuation, good, bad, and all. All right, so the first review that I'm going to do, this one is my review. And this is up on IMDb right now. And here we go. So I am already a big fan of monster movies. And when I can take my 11-year-old daughter and she has the time of her freaking life, this is a huge win for me. Is this movie without its problems? Absolutely not. But what movie is? This movie is a fun ride the entire way through. The setup for the movie is they introduce a bigger threat than Godzilla Kong. Monarch is researching Hollow Earth. Kong is searching for more giant apes. And boy, does he find them. Godzilla is outpowered, or is outpowering up a la Dragon Ball style. What does he know that the world doesn't? At times, this movie felt very Conan the Barbarian. Only Kong is the barbarian. But I didn't mind it. As a matter of fact, I don't know why they haven't thought of that earlier. The big thing I want in my monster movies are a lot of destruction, cool characters, and Godzilla Kong to hug at the end. That's not asking too much. I didn't get that part. Oh well, the characters introduced are fantastic. Brian Tyree Henry and Dan Stevens steal this movie. Also, a huge shout out to Kaylee Hoddle. The kid is going places. She was amazing in the movie. If you want a good movie that isn't 3 hours long, that you can sit and enjoy the movie Magic Fog that you will be in, you will have a great time. I rated this out of an 8 out of 10. And so my review is a little bit higher than the average review. What did you think? Let me know. Let's go do the... Yes, let's do a bad review. All right, this one, a little bit wordy, so let's get right into it. This one is titled, it gets a 1 out of 10 for the Godzilla / King Kong suplex off the top rope pyramid. And this just came out, so this is only days old. This is just got out of Dolby Cinema screening of Godzilla X Kong screening. Man, that was not very... Oh, by the way, this is a 1-star review. I didn't say that. Man, that was not very good at all. Godzilla X Kong is, in my opinion, nowhere near Godzilla vs. Kong or Godzilla King of the Monsters. KOTH is just very slightly behind GVK. I love KOTM, but GVK was such an experience. The visuals in this film at almost 100% of the time were not eye-popping or amazing at all. Absolute terrible compared to Godzilla 2014, Kong Skull Island, and nowhere near KOTH and GVK. The suplex looked great though. Emojis. Also, I remember feeling the power of Godzilla's charge up atomic blast in Godzilla King of the Monsters. Where was the energy in this? It wasn't the same amazing charge up. The Godzilla supposedly had even more power with the pink atomic blast. Where was the power flying across the auditorium? It was underwhelming as hell. Then on to the plot lines. There was way too damn much going on. One of the plot lines was like Kong Skull Island, but on steroids. Another thing, the score and the music. I liked it very much, but it used so badly in the film. It just sort of like background noise instead of elevating what's happening on screen. Also, Brian Tyree Henry has a couple of laughs, but he was absolutely hilarious in Godzilla vs. Kong. Dan Stevens has this joke with him that was funny, though. Rebecca Hall was okay. Rebecca Hall, she wasn't in this. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, main character. Yeah, geez, I am already forgetful. And then you had all this other stuff going on just to get two crappy other monsters on screen. After seeing the Titan, Mecha Godzilla, and Ghidorah from the two previous entries, do you think we could go back to two underwhelming monsters like these? Also, the other plotline with Kong and the Mini Kong, it was crap in my opinion. It just wasn't good. What the hell were they thinking? The only positives I can give this film are the score and music, although used very poorly in my opinion, the suplex off the top rope pyramid. That's it. There's nothing else good about this film. Overall, 1 out of 10 at very best, and that's being kind. So one thing that I'm going to really push back, I loved the music in this. It almost had like that Guardians of the Galaxy type vibe with using some classic rock in there with some like techno things. Like I felt like kind of cyberpunky. Anyway, well, that was the bad review. Let's check out. Okay, now this one is also a little bit wordy here, so let's go right into it. This is called on 10. This is also a 10-star review. Pepto-Bismol X Primal Thanos versus Donkey Kong with a Chain X Sub-Zero. It doesn't kind of make sense. Wow. Just wow. Now the thing is, the reason I am saying wow is for a few big reasons that could probably relate to a lot of regular humans like me. Because I am most definitely human and not Godzilla trying to promote his own film. The reasons being CGI, big monster, go rawr, and epic battle scenes. Anything else is boring, and I frankly could care less about in this film because it affects nothing, and all I care about are the things that the film is actually about. Humans. First, I want to start off by saying that comparing the film CGI to Godzilla -1, greatest Godzilla film that actually made me care about humans, budget-wise, is like an insult. GMO had a budget nearly about 20 million or so, while GXK had 10 times the budget. GMO managed to achieve winning an Oscar with 100 times less visual art employees and having the best and probably the most realistic large-scale CGI I've seen ever. But the CGI, even with such a smaller film beating it, is still excellent as always and doesn't look like some PS5 game that was reprogrammed to run on the Nintendo Switch, unlike other films. It has definitely been one of the consecutive aspects of the Monsterverse. Monsters, I'm a sucker for Godzilla. Not so much Kong, but this version of him definitely catches my eye. Godzilla and Shimo were what really brought this film together. The funny thing is, before I saw Godzilla with pink atomic breath, it was my most disliked color, but on him, it's my preferred look for him. I also already loved cold related things, so a big beast like Shimo definitely made me see this film. Battle scenes. Now I know, not all Godzilla films can entirely be epic. Epic fight scenes. I'm just saying. And I have to sneeze. So that's going to be fun here for you in just a minute. I'm just saying. I wish they were longer. They are definitely what everyone, including me, came to see. And I am beyond glad that the outcome of the film that I totally didn't see coming, that's sarcasm, and I actually would love to see more of the franchise. Whatever it may be. Also, to anyone who disliked the movement speed of Godzilla, which literally any dated Godzilla film. In summary, I love Godzilla, Dune Part 2, and GMO. Still beat it in an inconceivable number. But if you like big monsters or just Godzilla in general, watch this. Maybe watch it again, or just watch the fight scene clips. There you have it. I'm closer to this one, although this one I kind of also felt like a review of Godzilla -1. But I don't know. Okay. All right. So here we at. We are at about 16 and a half minutes. Hey, we're doing pretty good. You can F me. That is, find me, friend me, and follow me on Facebook at The Fandemic, TikTok at Fandemic1, Instagram at The Fandemic1. If you feel there is more of a conversation, feel free to reach out and let's talk about it. Who knows? Maybe you'll be the next guest on The Fandemic. If you want to support the show, there are several ways to do so. You can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/thefandemic. Find us on Patreon at patreon.com/PVOTN Fandemic. Become an episode assistant, an episode producer, a pre-venge producer like Stacy, or become part of the con. Yes, the Council of Nerds, starting at around $5 a month. If you just want to give me money, I'll say yes. PayPal or Venmo at Bradley Butin. Most importantly, just share the show with someone you want to make a little more awesome. Don't forget to leave me a 5-star review. If you like this, check out All Things Fandemic and hear all the fun conversations with myself, Brian, and whoever else whoever else wants to talk. You can also order my kids' books, Leveling Up My Awesome and Stuffed Animal Night Force versus the Dream Invaders on Amazon, or contact me for autographed copies. I got 2 more books that I'm working on that I'm hoping to have done in the near future. All right. Godzilla X Kong, you were just fandemically reviewed.